Hi guys, Happy New Year to you all, and this is just a quick update on my earnings for the month of December. So as you can see, the DeFi space has taken a bit of a hit, and most of the DeFi projects I was in have now pretty much died. So the only couple I've got left really here are Scarlet Chains, Grape Finance, and Horde, which is kind of on hold at the moment. So I've actually sort of unwantingly or unwillingly come out of the DeFi space because it's just, yeah, it's completely dead at the moment. I'm not saying it can't come back one day, but in this bear market we're experiencing, there's just no money in DeFi at the moment. So I'm steering clear of it, and to be honest, that's sort of helping me be less stressed about things. I've just taken the hit as a hit, and I've dealt with it and carried on basically. And I'm now just looking obviously into more stable projects which I can get into, so I'll talk about that very shortly. But let's just have a quick look at what December was like anyway. So starting at the top of the list is Scarlet Chains. So yeah, DeFi project which is currently actually on hold at the moment, but they did say that the chains would still be earning in the background. Now last month I made 892 on Scarlet Chains. I put it down to 750 for the month because of the fact I wouldn't have been able to avoid the 15% tax. So I'm just estimating this. This isn't confirmed, to be honest, and there is still work going on the version 2. And you can see the checklist here of things that need to get done. So there's still a lot of work going on here. I know there's a lot of FUD going around between Alex and some people on Twitter, but I'm ignoring all that because I just can't bother to get upset about it. So yeah, hopefully, I believe that they are carrying on working on this. It did go a bit quiet, but they did announce yesterday a couple of things. So this is their current announcement. So they are still trying to get things done, and there'll be other things to do. But yeah, just have a read of that when you get a chance. And that's currently Scarlet Chains at the moment. So $25 a day, I'm estimating. Again, not 100% confirmed, but hopefully that will be the case. I've just updated my total back actually to just make sure that this is reading correct. So that is last month plus this month. So yeah, just an estimate there on Scarlet Chains, but hopefully that will be the case when that relaunches soon. So Grape Finance is another DeFi product which is pretty much dead at the moment. I'm just going to reconnect this. So this is very sad to see. The price of Grape is currently 6 cents, and it's pretty much dead. The TVL is 45k. And obviously when I got into this was hundreds of thousands, so it's very sad to see. I think it may have even been over 1 million actually, I can't remember. But anyway, you can see here my daily percent has now gone down to 0.04, which is 15% APY, so it's pretty bad at the moment. Now they have been saying in the Discord that they may move Grape nodes over into the press, which could increase the price, but yeah, it's very sad because they are trying their best to keep this relevant, but there's just no new money coming in, so it's just, yeah, it's impossible for this to actually do anything useful. So yeah, stay out of Grape Finance for the time being until hopefully they can turn things around. Obviously it's there's 5,000 in here at the moment that I've put into this, and I've only had a total of, let's just add this up as well, so about 500 back, so pretty bad return really from Grape Finance. I can see that going into the dead or ended projects in the not too distant future, unless we can see some sort of turnaround. Hopefully they can, but we'll just have to wait and see. So Helium continues to deliver, and I've got a bit more Helium. You can see I got 21 versus 17 last month, but the price of Helium is so bad at the moment, it doesn't really amount to much. So you can see my total balance, 143 Helium. What I'm thinking of doing is just actually selling my Helium now, because it is dropping so low. It's about $1.50 at the moment, and yeah, no one wants to see that, but what can you do? I mean, you can see here just going down and down and down. It's lost 22% in the last 7 days, currently at $1.50. So I'm just going to sell it, and I know maybe it will turn itself around in the future, and hindsight is obviously a great thing to have, but I can't see it happening anytime soon. So I'm just going to sell my Helium and just convert that to $200, which again is absolutely nothing when you consider its previous value. But yeah, I mean, that it's still earning, and what's that? So I've earned $32 this month. So if you spent $200 or $300 on a miner, you could still get your ROI back in 10 months. So I still would recommend, if you can pick up a cheap miner and get a good setup running, to get one started, just in case that price turns around. I mean, people have invested more money than a couple $100 in other projects and not worried about losing it. So why would you be worried about Helium not turning around if you're going to invest $200 or $300 anyway? So you might as well give it a try. Like I said, mine are earning pretty good at the moment. They are on the top of a hill pretty much, so I do have a good coverage. But yeah, Helium still good. I still like the idea of the project, and yeah, hopefully if they can just get their sort of use case, you know, more widely accepted, then maybe we can see some better returns in the future for Helium. So next up is my mist nodes, and again they've earned 123, so a slight 5 mist less than last month, but that's still $33, so that's basically paying my internet bill every month, so that's good to have. I do have the 2 nodes set up, as I do still have 2 internet lines. So my new line has gone in, my new BT fiber to the premises line, and I can see that the earnings have dropped a bit. Now I think this is probably because it's a brand new ISP that's come in, and it's probably still finding its feet in the grand scheme of things, certainly with this, you can see here with the amount of mist earned from the VPN and data transfer compared to my old reliable line, which has been running for many months or years now, and that's running with about 77 mist in the last 30 days. So yeah, they're both doing really well. And yeah, I have got the public VPN enabled, but not many people use it. So again, it'll be interesting to see whether people start using it on my new faster line, because that is obviously a lot faster and going to be more reliable than my old VDSL 2 line. So we'll see what happens. 950 gig transferred there versus 667. So time will tell. You can see how I've got a 3.2 mist earning in the lineup here for this 42 gigs transferred to the Netherlands. So yeah, we're nearly at my next payout for that node. And yeah, this one here, I mean, that's done 193 gigs in the last God knows how many days. That's taken 3 days, so it's not too bad. But yeah, mist is still definitely worth getting into. Do check out my video on that, because the price of mist, although it's about half of what it was previously, it is actually doing not too bad. You can see here it spiked up a bit actually from last night, but yeah, it's about 26 cents at the moment. So obviously compared to its 30-40 cents back in July earlier this year, it hasn't done as well. But yeah, hopefully it can recover. It seems to be doing reasonably well, coming back up. So yeah, it's good to see it going back up from its what was it, back in November, back at 18 cents. So yeah, I did actually sell all my mist last night, which I'll explain why at the end of the video. But yeah, definitely get into Mysterium, because you know, you can set a node up, and even if you earned half that, let's say $15 a month, you literally plug it in, and then you don't even think about it again. It just pays out automatically into your MetaMask account. So SCPrime was a reasonable month, $8.85. Now, one of my nodes, as always seems to happen every month, had a problem. So again, this is something I should have spotted, but it was down for I think it's about 3 or 4 days. It's pretty bad, and I had a big load of red here, so I didn't even meet my incentives for last month. Whether that means I will or won't get my return on my license, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm beyond caring now, to be quite honest. But yeah, it's 21 SCP for my Windows node here, and for my Linux node I managed to get 48.6 SCP. So I put this in my tracking spreadsheet, and this is the last one I'm going to update here. So we can see here over the 12 months I got a total of $39 from my Windows provider and $37 from my Linux provider. So pretty bad if you look at that in the grand scheme of things. Basically a total of $76 over 12 months. Now, don't forget the value of SCPrime has plummeted since the all-time high. So let's just have a look. So if we were even anywhere near this, so let's just say, for argument's sake, let's say $1.30. If we were anywhere near $1.30, you'd see that would paint a lot different story here. That would be a total of $777, whereas we're currently seeing just 76. So basically a tenth of what we could get. So obviously I'm going to keep these running. They don't really do anything other than use a few watts of electricity, so there's no reason for me not to keep them running, but I'm going to convert as much SCP as I can before this sort of downward spiral continues into, well, potentially even more downwards. Hopefully it won't. I still like the idea of SCPrime. even if it's not earning too much at the moment. But yeah, I'll keep those going, and yeah, it's still $8.85 that I didn't have at the start of the month. Okay, so next up is JumpTask. So I've still got my stake in here, 100 staked, and it's earned a few more JMPT this month, so stuck that into here. Again, this is reasonably stable, and it has gone down a bit to about 22% APR. I'll just pop that there. But yeah, a couple of JMPT, which is just under $5. And again, this is reasonably stable. Last month is around $5. Now, these are live values, so I can't see what the actual value of JMPT was last month, but I think it was around this sort of area here. It's about 2.3, 2.4, maybe 2.5 or 6. So yeah, it's doing okay. I wouldn't say it's gonna make me a millionaire anytime soon, but it's a reasonably safe return on any money that you do put in. You can see I've only put a couple of $100 in here. So yeah, that is JumpTask. Now that obviously gets earned from using Honeygain, which is down here, so it's all kind of in a loop. You earn in Honeygain and then you pop it into the staking to earn more on top. So my couple of shared Masternodes, which are worth talking about. I mean, it's barely worth talking about, but Monk is still just about earning a positive here of $3.65 with Esker $14.71. And again, I'm not bothering to withdraw any of this. I'm just going to wait and see if Decenemy can turn around any of their coins and get them back up to a reasonable price, because yeah, it's not worth. I mean, I put 500 in each of these, and I have got my 500 in or nearly 500 in my Dash D and PNY. So yeah, it's not worth me taking it out really, because it's already lost so much value. It's not worth it. But I'll keep them running and we'll see how they go. But yeah, it's pretty bleak in the grand scheme of things. So next up is PlanetWatch, another boring one, and we can see with the current value of the PlanetWatch token is so low. I don't know what they're going to do to turn this around. I don't know if they can anymore after the palaver last year with the Aware situation. But yeah, it's beyond recovery potentially. I don't know. I'm still reasonably new to crypto, but it's gone pretty low here, down to 0.004 cents per planet. So still earned myself $20. So again, not massive. Count that towards it paying for my internet and electricity. But yeah, unless they do something amazing, I just don't think PlanetWatch is going to be earning much for anyone in the future. I can't see it, but I'd be happily proven wrong if they can somehow again turn it around. Now, the reason I spent $2,000 on this is I was already in so deep that I just threw some more good money after bad. It's one of those classic things that if you can tell the future, you wouldn't do it. But when you're not 100% certain whether things can swing back round, you just try your luck. And obviously my luck did not pay off here. So internet sharing, it's still at around $25. That's how I am working out per month for the Honeygain peer to profit and earn app. Now, I do have the other apps running as well, but they earn so little, just a couple of dollars. I could probably update this to 30 actually. I guess between them they're probably earning, I guess, around 30 a month, so not too bad. But again, these are just things that you just plug in, forget about, and just let run in the background, and they'll pay towards your internet and help you with your electric bills as well in the coming winter. So yeah, it's worth checking out the internet sharing apps, because they're just no-brainer, plug and play, passive income wins. So I've still got my Nexo and YouHodler. They're still up and running, and basically it's just holding the BUSD coin, $7.50 in each. It's obviously a bit more than that now. These are paid out, but yeah, it's earning about just over $11, between them. So again, pretty low numbers here, but because I've been burnt so severely in DeFi, I'm happy to get anything, to be honest. If it's a safer play, even if it is such a low amount, I could potentially put more into JumpTask, but then JumpTask could indeed also go down too much. And yeah, I'm just playing it as safe as I can at the moment because of what's been going on. So yeah, $11 between the two. Again, still better than what you'd get from your bank, so not too bad, but nothing really too exciting to talk about. Now, something that is exciting to talk about is my Horde ZNFTs. So I bought two. If you remember, I spent another $400 from my Horde tokens when they were starting to sort of close things down a bit. And yeah, I had my first payout. So this isn't a typo, it was $1.76. And I'll just connect on here so you can see. So you can see here, $1.76. I haven't claimed it, I probably should claim. It's probably going to cost more to claim it than actually it's worth, but let's see what happens. Okay, so it's going to cost me 23 cents in gas fee to claim this, so I'm not going to bother claiming it for the time being. Now, I know they seem to go through some problems with their trading bot, and I didn't really see what happened, but I heard they lost a lot of money, so that's probably why this is so low. Hopefully next month, or this coming month, sorry, it will be a lot more positive than this. But yeah, that's pretty abysmal, really, when you consider how much has gone into it initially. Obviously, I'm not one of the ones who are worse off. I saw someone with 9 ZNFTs and he got about $5. So yeah, I do feel sorry for everyone, including myself. Not that that helps really about this whole situation in Horde, but it is what it is. And yeah, that's a $1.76 return. So I've left Horde on here, the main Horde, as I've gone into the vault. So we'll see exactly how much we start earning from that, hopefully by the end of this month of January. And yeah, I'm not 100% sure what to expect from this. I'm expecting, well, it'll obviously be more than $1, but I don't know how much more it'll be. But I'm not expecting big numbers, but anything, you know, that helps pay the bills will be something. So we'll see what they come up with in the coming month, and hopefully it's a positive one. But we'll have to say, obviously, like I say, DeFi is pretty much dead right now. So I've still got my Wolf of Finance NFT waiting for something to happen. I haven't been following it too much recently because of all this rubbish with pre-send. I'm not interested in pre-send, but they seem to be going, you know, branching off into other things. And I think they've invested some of the Wolf of Finance money into stocks and shares or something. I need to catch up on that. But yeah, nothing has been returned yet from Wolf of Finance. Not that I expect it to be a problem, but I do hope that something will start coming back reasonably soon, because I think it was a 6-month lockup that we all voted for before they start paying out. So let's see what happens in January. Hopefully there'll be something, or at least an update from Wolf of Finance on when we can expect some payouts. Same with the Hydro Whales Club. They seem to be just talking about Project 79 most of the time, rather than the actual Bitcoin mining that I signed up to originally with my NFT. So yeah, still waiting for something to happen with that, which is a bit annoying, but it is what it is. So we'll just have to hold on for that. And I won't put it in the dead or ended projects yet, because they haven't actually died. They're just sort of on hold. What I did move into my dead or ended projects is, where is it? I've moved the winemaker into here. That was $150. Let me just update that to make it a bit neater. And I've also put in EasyBlock Horde, or I did put EasyBlock Horde in. Oh, I can see it. Sorry, I'm completely blind. Yeah, so EasyBlock Horde has gone into here now. I did get $340 back, but the rest of it they refunded as Horde tokens, and I put into the vault. So yeah, that's a dead one there, which is not great. In fact, what I should be doing here is increasing that. There we are. So it's a 13,821 loss in total, and that's just in 2021/2022. So I'm going to try and stop this loss and bring it back round this month if I can. Like I said, I have actually decided to go into some more stable projects, or hopefully more stable projects. So I'm going to set up a Flux node now that my internet line is capable of running one, and I'll also set up a Presearch node. They're only cheap to set up nowadays, and they'll just earn a few dollars in the background every month. So again, I'm not a massive fan of Presearch. I don't see it ever becoming as popular as Google or Bing or anything. But yeah, it's just a little fun project, I guess, if you've got a little PC such as this to run it on. Now, we've obviously got our SCPrime nodes that I'm going to run my Presearch on, but what I'm going to do is I purchased this and it arrived yesterday, so I'm going to use this to set up a Flux node. And I did purchase some Flux last night, so I've got 1,001 Flux ready to stake for my node. So I'm going to be setting that up on here, and I'll make a video on how to set that up. There's plenty of videos already out there, but I'll just do one for 2023 documenting my process in doing so. So yeah, I'm going to set up a Flux node and start earning some Flux. You don't earn a huge amount of Flux, but again, it'll be something that will be sat there and doing, you don't have to do anything with it particularly. You just sit there and let it earn money in the background. So Flux will be on here the coming month of January, and obviously Presearch as well. So it'll be interesting to see exactly how much they can earn and whether we can actually get back up to a more positive figure here of maybe say $50 a month. That'd be quite nice. I've obviously given up on the road to $200, but that's it. You've just got to change your goalposts and reassess your situation. And it's still, December, as bad as it was, it's still a 3.7% return on my original investment. So it's still better than you would get in a bank, but it's still very low compared to what we were seeing in months prior. So if we go back to say July, I can't actually get these to load up now because some of the calculations are wrong. But yeah, it was a lot more, obviously. If we just add up those fields, for example, you see $1,700, $1,900. So yeah, it's a big difference there between what we're seeing now by about $1,000, I guess. We're down $1,000 per month. But yeah, it's money that was just spare and sitting around, so I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. It is a shame, but that is the world of crypto. So hopefully this video was useful, and I hope I didn't ramble on too long. It's just, like I say, just trying to explain what's happened in my personal situation, that is. So like I say, you've got to just come to terms with any losses that you've made, reassess your situation, move your goalposts if you need to, and just carry on. That's all you can do. This isn't my full-time job, so it's not like I'm going to be out on the streets anytime soon. But as much I'd like it to be my full-time job, that's not going to be anywhere close if we're going to have months like this. But we'll see how things go in January. Hopefully things turn around for Bitcoin, but again, we'll have to wait and see. It is very low at the moment, but it could go down to around 10k potentially, so we'll wait and see. But yeah, hopefully this was useful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and yeah, check out my Flux and Presearch node videos that were coming out in January very soon. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.